This is question number 4 from chapter 12. It says, look in the example of Millennium Computer Corporation. There are different costs involved, like the holding cost, profit of each unit sold, opportunity loss of 65, cost of $20 to place an order. Likewise, the spreadsheet that is provided to you is in figure 12.23, and the objective is to determine the reorder point and order quantity. Reorder point is like when you have to reorder, and order quantity is like how much optimal quantity you need to order so that you incur the best average monthly profit associated. So if we look into the data that is provided, Millennium Computer Corporation, there is two variations in the variables. One is shipping time. There is a probability that the shipping will be coming in 3 days. There is 60% probability the shipping will be arriving in 4 days. That means the delays, these are the delays in the shipping. And this is the distribution of demand, like demand probability that there will be zero quantity of demand, 2% that there will be one quantity, and likewise. So this is the number of quantity demand can happen, and this is the probability of this demand being happening. So if we look into the model, this is like a complete simulation of for whole month. Beginning inventory provided to us is 50, and these two cells, this is our decision variable cells. If we look at this, the variable cells is M5 and M6, so we can delete this for the time being. And the formula that is used, unit received, is like if any order has to receive here from the previous, then it's unit received. Quantity demand is C. It is a discrete distribution of the demand, quantity demanded. So if we can look into this, this is a discrete distribution. The data points PSI discrete takes two inputs. The first one is the value of, if you see, F7 to F17 and G7 to G17. First is the actual demand happening, and the second part is the probability of this demand happening. So in this, the first is the actual number of demands, and the second is the probability of that demand happening. Now quantity demanded, demand satisfied is the minimum of the beginning inventory, and either with the quantity demanded or beginning inventory plus unit received for that particular time period. If we move on to the ending inventory, it is quantity in the inventory minus quantity demanded. So quantity in the beginning inventory plus unit received minus demand. Satisfied, one is demanded and one is satisfied. Satisfied is like the minimum of available or present in the demand that is able to satisfy. So ending inventory is hopefully understood, and then inventory position is like how much was the last ending inventory. Order will happen based on if the inventory position is less than the reorder point or not. If it is less than a reorder point, then there will be an order. And then this is the lead time. Lead time is the shipping delay. If there is no order, then this is 0. If there is an order, then it will be a discrete distribution of the days of delay happening with the probability of those delays. You see PSI discrete takes 2 arguments. Now this will give you the day on which it arrives, gives you the day number on which it arrives. If you look into the calculation of the second row, unit received is, it can be like a previous delayed order arriving on the same day with another order. There could be some probability, so you count how many times 2 is the day on which the order arrives, and then multiply it with the order quantity. You'll get the unit received for that particular day, and then quantity demanded remains uniform with the discrete function, and demand satisfied is the minimum of beginning plus unit received or the quantity demanded. Ending position would be the difference of the demand and how much satisfied. Inventory position would be the, if inventory position is like demand, the inventory position of the previous minus demand satisfied, plus if there was an order, then you add that order quantity, else 0. And then based on the inventory position, you calculate the reorder point, and then there will be again a lead time, which would be like a discrete distribution depending upon the probability of the delays. There will be a delay, and then depending upon the lead time value, we will have the day on which the order arrives. These are the simulations for different days. This will be run for like 5,000 times, and these two are the variable decision variables, and this is the service level. Service level is nothing but how many times demand is satisfied by the quantity demanded, and average inventory is like average of the beginning inventory. Revenue is the demand satisfied with the total selling cost. Holding cost is given to us, how much the beginning inventory we have, depends on the beginning inventory. Ordering cost is fixed at 20, so every time we have an order there is a fixed order cost. Opportunity cost is 65 minus the demand cost, and this is the profit calculated by subtracting the cost from the revenue. And average profit, if we look at this, we have PSI output here. That means we want to track this profit from every simulation, and average profit is given by PSI mean. So this will run the simulation for 5,000 times and will find the average profit. So if the engine that we need to select is evolutionary engine, and yeah, and go to output and run this. It will execute and find, if you can look, it is trying to find a suboptimal value and then an optimal value. You see how it is trying to find the local optimal solutions, and then after doing iterations, it will give you the best result. So it found the reorder point to be 40 and order quantity as 35 with the average profit is 7685. Sometimes you see the average profit is 7685, but the last current objective had 7692 as the better average profit. But this average is calculated from computing this 10 so many times, 5000 simulations or something like that. So this is all about it. This will be the order quantity and this will be the order quantity. The order quantity is 40. Anything less than, anytime you have inventory percent less than 40, you see there will be an order. 40 less than 40, there will be an order. And the order quantity is 35. And the average inventory level is 22.13. Thank you.